Ralph, welcome back to Compass.
G'day, mate. Pleasure to be on your show. Always happy to be here.
Well, I am delighted to see that your action in the Senate is to introduce an indemnity bill, and this comes at a perfect time. And we've also seen other senators having a crack at some of these Pfizer executives. Gerard Rennick really nailing the executives there when he asked, how was it that this pathway, or how can you explain how the pathway to create myocarditis out of the vaccine, can you let us know? And they didn't want to touch on that. And so we have vaccine companies that don't know what they're selling, they don't know what they're doing to people, and your indemnity bill could not come at a better time. Tell us more.
Absolutely. My bill is great timing. So, look, my bill is a very simple one. Well, at least you'd think it'd be simple, right? But let's see what happens when it comes time to vote in the Senate, because, these politicians have proven that their allegiances are a bit, I don't know, how do I put this nicely, are a bit shaky. Who do they have allegiance to? The Australian people or to Big Pharma? We're about to find out. So my bill says if a company, whichever company that is, makes a COVID-19 vaccine, and that vaccine, or any vaccine really, goes on to hurt someone in the future, then the person responsible, the people responsible for paying for that injury should be the people that made the product, right? It's pretty straightforward. So vaccine company makes a product hurts someone. At the moment, who pays for it? The taxpayer pays for it. The government pays for it. I'm saying, no. The vaccine company should pay for any damages that they do. I'll give you an example, simple example. Let's say a manufacturer makes a car, all right? The car's got faulty brakes. You buy the car, you're driving down the road, and you have a car accident because the brakes don't work, right? Who pays for your car accident? At the moment, with the laws as they stand today, the government or the taxpayer would jump in and pay for the damages resulting, or the injuries resulting from that car accident. What I'm saying is the company that made the car, whichever company that is, they should be responsible for making a crappy car, making a crappy product. And that's as simple as this bill is. It takes responsibility and it puts it back onto the manufacturer of these vaccine products. Look, it's not difficult to understand. And then we'll see what other senators say. And eventually, hopefully, it comes to a vote. And then we'll divide in the Senate. Some people will sit on my side, some will sit on the other side, and we'll see exactly where everyone sits. And look, at the very least, we're going to find out the allegiances here. Are you aligned to the Australian people, or are you aligned with Big Pharma? That's what it comes down to. These companies, they have more money than God. In my opinion, these vaccine companies are using their dollars in order to influence the political process. I mean, how mad do we have to be to say to these giant corporations, and I'm not going to name a particular corporation, but just these corporations, to say, hey, look, sell us your product, right? Sell us your product. And if your product goes on to hurt people, if it does, now the TGA says that the chances of a vaccine for COVID-19 hurting someone is very low. It's less than 0.5%. If it goes on to hurt someone, why should the taxpayer be on the hook? You made the product. It's your product. Stand by your product. And if anything goes wrong, you should be responsible for whatever dollars you have to pay for the person that was injured, because you're keeping all the profits. Why should we share in your losses when we can't share in your profits? If you want the taxpayer to share in the losses with the payouts, then, how about we share in your profits as well? Big companies, give us a percentage of your profits. How's about that? They're not going to do that, though, are they? Absolutely not. So look, this bill, it's a great bill. It seeks to address any potential future vaccines in the future that may come out. And I think people should get behind it. I think every politician should get behind it. I think it's common sense. But you know what? Common sense is not so common these days, especially around the halls of power in Canberra. I tell you that much, my friend.
Well, Ralph, what I would like to say is that this is a bill for all the people. It is a people's bill that protects the people from the profit makers, and you couldn't have done any better of a job. Senator Ralph Babet from the United Australia Party, thanks for your time today on Compass.
Thank you.